Shall discuss now about human reproduction. The human reproductive system, it is essential for the survival of the species. Though it's an important system in the body, but without this reproductive system or with any abnormalities, an individual can have a long healthy life, but they cannot produce an offspring. So reproduction is inevitable for the existence of a species. So like any organ system in the body, so human reproductive system, it is also an important organ system in the body. So an individual may live a long healthy life without producing an offspring. So if an individual is unable to produce offspring, it shows that there may be some abnormalities in the reproductive system, but they may not have any other health issues. But it is important that without reproductive system, it is very difficult for the existence of species, or the perpetuation of the species is not possible without reproductive system. Reproductive system has four main functions. First one is to produce the gametes, namely sperms and ova. Sperms are the male gametes and ova are the female gametes. Second one, to transport and sustain these gametes. And third one is to nurture the developing offspring. That is what is produced as a result of fertilization. So, to nurture the developing offspring and also to produce hormones. The major reproductive events in human beings are: first one is gametogenesis. There are many events, major reproductive events. First one is gametogenesis. So, gameto, it refers to gametes, genesis refers to formation. So, it is simple to remember, very easy to remember that. So, it refers to formation of gametes. And the formation of gametes is by two processes. In males, this formation of gametes is by a process spermatogenesis, and females, the formation of ovum is by the process called oogenesis. Second one is insemination. It refers to transfer of sperms by the male into the female genital tract. And the next event is fertilization. So gametes are formed, then transfer of sperms into the female genital tract. As a result, fertilization happens, that is fusion of male and female gametes, so that it forms zygote. Okay, so fertilization is a process of producing zygote. It is by the fusion of male and female gametes. And after the zygote formation, it undergoes division. This process is referred as cleavage. So, cleavage, it refers to rapid mitotic divisions of the zygote. Zygote undergoes repeated divisions, mitotic divisions. So, this zygote is converted into a single, that is a single celled zygote. Now, it is converted into a multicellular structure called blastocyst. So, after the formation of the zygote, during this process of cleavage, it undergoes fast mitotic divisions. So, single celled zygote is converted into a multicellular structure called blastocyst. After the formation of the blastocyst, it is attached itself with the uterine wall. This process is called implantation. So, implantation refers to attachment of blastocyst to the uterine wall or the uterus wall. Next one is the formation of a placenta. So, this is called placentation. So, formation of placenta, which is the intimate connection between fetus and uterine wall of the mother for exchange of nutrients. After the blastocyst gets attached to uterine wall, it needs to be supported. It has to survive. So, the fetus has to receive nutrients from the mother. For that purpose, this placenta is very much useful because it connects the fetus with the uterine wall of the mother, so that there is an intimate connection between the developing embryo or fetus with the mother's blood circulation. So, from the mother's blood circulation through the capillaries, blood capillaries, nutrients pass to the fetus through this placenta. So these are the events. And next one is gastrulation. After the blastocyst is formed, now it is converted itself into a gastrula with three primary germ layers. So in gastrulation, blastocyst is converted into gastrula with three primary germ layers. These three primary germ layers are ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. So after some time, it takes time to form organs from these three layers. Ectoderm, from ectoderm, some organs are produced, from mesoderm, some organs, and from endoderm, some of the organs are developed. And next one is organogenesis. So it refers to formation of specific tissues, organs, and organ systems from these three germ layers. So this is what I explained now. So organogenesis refers to formation of organs, organ systems from these three germ layers, that is ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. And finally, it is called parturition, which refers to expulsion of the fetus from the mother's womb. The fetus, after it has undergone all the changes, now it is fully developed so that it is expelled out of the mother's womb. So all these functions are carried out by the primary and accessory reproductive organs. So in the next class, we shall discuss about other events. Thank you.